Welcome back to another painting session. This will be another big sized painting, another long painting for me to make. So I'll keep the intro brief. This is the sketch. The gemstone that will be featured here is going to be that of the emerald, something that you all probably have heard of. The landscape I will be featuring in here are the Highlands of Ethiopia. Of course, as all my paintings, I will exaggerate the landscape. The only thing I could have it similar to, of course, I'll have images up, something to have similarities to somewhere else in the world. Take the mesas and buttes of Utah, but cover them in a good amount of of natural dirt or healthy dirt and grass. That is what I am going for, and a much lusher environment as that of Utah is that I am going to portray in this painting. Ethiopia's landscape as a whole is very unique, as what I've seen anyway, and I hope to illustrate on that uniqueness in this painting right here. I will have these big spires, these big buttes in these mountains, and they will have gleams and whole outcroppings of emerald. They will be mostly comprised of this, except for some little caps of rock and stone. There will be a river. I plan for it to be a dull turquoise, blue to green. Blue and dull green is the color scheme I'm going for that river, winding through everything, like a canyon. There will be a cliff, which will have a similar property to up here, but a similar thing, a unique thing that I will have for these spires is that they're going to be a bit translucent. This will be something I'll be practicing and challenging myself in this painting, and it is handling the thickness and thinness of my paints, just like I've done with the other gemstone themed paintings. This one right here will challenge me to do something I've never done before, or at the very least, challenge me in something I have done very little in. And this right here would be making good notes of the thinness and the thickness of my paints that I deal with. Making sure I have the configuration of the density of my paints right, especially for those spires, because I want them to be translucent. And I want some added depth to it all, similar to the clouds that I'll have it implemented in. But without further ado, I'll get it all started now. The painting, I mean, the time lapse. I don't think I have any intermissions, but I may, just to split this video up. But don't be surprised if I don't. And I'll see you all at the end of the video. Enjoy! And this is the finished product. Now overall, I'm very proud of this painting, and it did take me some time, but I did eventually take it out. But of course, with all of my paintings, there are some little nitpicks I want to point out. But first, I'll show you all the sketch. Again, this is a landscape based on the highlands of Ethiopia and the emeralds of the same country. Yeah, I'll let y'all look at the sketch again. There's about, how many mistakes? One, maybe another one, but like one or two notable ones, really visible ones that I can see. The first one being this right here. It's a bit of hair, not mine, that got messed up in there, and I couldn't get it out. So it's just gonna be there for the time being. Or ever, to be fair. I can't really take it out without messing up the painting. I tried, but it's too much ingrained. I thought there was another one, but I can't really find it. That's fine. The clouds, I think I did very well. The reworking of this pillar in particular, I think paid off very well. I'm very proud that I did that. The iteration before was very lackluster. It kind of looked like a volcano, how it was formed. This one is a bit more structured. It has more structure in stone that it's made of, and it makes it seem that there's emerald inside, and not just it's spewing out with rocks inside of it as well. Just like these things. And the pillars themselves, I think I did fairly well. I think I did the neon well, which I'll show you all very soon. And the encasing, the coloring. Of course, this painting was to test me on the thickness and thinness of my paintings and how well they will fare. I think that did a very good job. When I said I wanted these to be fairly transparent, that didn't really work out. Not because I didn't know the thinness and thickness of the paint. It was rather to get so much green colors in there, I had to layer them on in such a way that it had to look like this. In some respects, there are still some aspects of translucency in there. Like some parts are darker more than others, because some of the like browns and greens protrude behind them. The water is good. The land around them, sure, it could use some touches, some better usage of the green. But overall, I think I did a good job, especially because it merges very well with the water, and that transition, the waves. I think I did a very good job there, except in this little corner here. And that's the second bit that I forgot. And this cliff here, I think I did a fairly good job. I tried to make it fairly 3D with these over here, with the cliff edges. I think I did an alright job with it. I could have them placed a bit better, but overall I think I did fine. It serves its purpose, to me at least, that it's a cliff edge. What else? Planets look good. The space overall it looks fine. The space behind kind of melds a bit too much with the tinting of that pillar. And the edges of many of these are kind of blurred, kind of fuzzy, which I do plan to fix that on the next few paintings. Some of the closer pillars, I changed that to be much sharper, especially with the waves. The waves especially, I made it to be much sharper. If you checked on my other paintings, you would see that the transitions also go onto the land much more like mist. I made this particularly to be like waves. Note here, 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 and here. These main four edges, spikes here, they denote the sharpness that I used for the little waves there. A good transition of land to water, for me anyway. But I think it is time to show you all the real treasure of this one, this painting right here. Put this down. I'll bring up the black lights. I'll turn it on first, so you won't have to wait for me to turn it on. Lights out, and light back on. See? Very bright. As opposed to the last painting with UV light, this one is all very bright, equally bright, as I used a good amount of paint for this, not a very skewed version, very muddled version of the paint that I used for the last one. This painting, the paint I used was very concentrated, right to the source. I think I did a good job doing that. And if you noticed, for this side it would be the right side, and for this it would be left. So looking into the center, they're a bit brighter, a bit more pale, especially like this one right here. I'll bring up the stick. Should kind of like coat this in neon just for you can see. You see here, this is a bit paler than here. That's because I even tinted this, so they look a bit more colorful, a bit more dynamic in color. And the next few paintings I might even experiment much more with making new shades of neon paint that I might not even have in stock. So let's say I don't have a very light green. I have made my light green myself by mixing in the neon green with a very bright tan, and that's how I got the tinting over there. So let me just turn on the big light for you all after you've seen all of this, but I'll let you have a good look. Stars, comets, the pillars, planets, everything shrouded by the clouds up top, and of course the signature on the bottom. Hopefully that came off good on camera. It did on the last painting. Hopefully it does it now. But yeah, all in all, I think I did a good job. For the next video, I do not know particularly what I will do. I do apologize for the very long wait. I had a very busy weekend. But once that week was over, I was able to get right back to this. In about 2 days' time after I made the big pillar, that's when the gap happened. After that, in these 2 days, I've been able to get this all out. Of course, I'll have the shorts, some shorts first, and then the full video, then some shorts after that if I choose to. But rest assured, I plan to have much more content available and in quicker. What's the word? Anyway, I'll just make the videos quicker. The gaps will be smaller for the summer, as I'll have a bit more time than I would beforehand. But I hope whatever project I do have planned after this one, I do plan to have a bigger painting after this one, like another mainline one, not a tutorial or otherwise. I hope that you all will accompany me for that one. But I do thank you all for staying with me for the end of this video, for the end of this painting, and sticking around for me rambling about my own piece of paper that I painted on. And if you like what I do, spray painting videos, don't be shy to subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment what you like, what you don't like, anything I have covered, anything I haven't covered, any questions you may have about the process, any new painting ideas, any new landscape ideas, any new tips, tricks, questions, anything of the sort. I am more than happy to oblige you all. And with that out of the way, I hope that all of you have enjoyed tonight's painting session, and until next time, whatever painting I may be doing or may be painting, I hope that all of you will accompany me there. Bye bye.